You were asking about what people eat, where they're from, in Northumberland. I grew up, well, I was born in a town called Ashington, in Northumberland. You ever been to Ashington?
Probably.
No, I mean you wouldn't, there's no point, really. Famously, Bobby and Jack Charlton are from Ashington. You know how Jack Charlton talks? Proper Geordie accent, he's Jack Charlton, he goes fishing. That sort of thing, that's how they talk in Ashington. And since you were talking about food in Northumberland, I thought I'd just tell you a story about a woman who, in Ashington, she went to the baker's and she said, is that a pavlova or a meringue? And the baker said, no, you're not wrong, it's a pavlova. So after that she went to the hairdressers next door and he said, what can I do for you? She said, can I have a perm? And the hairdresser said, I wondered only as a cloud. That's how I talk in Ashington. Anyway, yeah, I misheard the theme. I thought it was bearing your arsehole. But I won't do that. Nikki did say to do more than I expected to do, and my mind's a bit frazzled thinking of anything I've ever written. But I'll do food again. I'm not sure I've done this one here before. I live in Headingley, and in Headingley you may know there's a lot of restaurants that call themselves street food. It's annoying, very annoying. When the new restaurant opened its doors, the words in the window read, street food. I asked if the food was cooked in the street. They said, no. It is cooked in a kitchen. I asked if the food was served in the street. They said, no. It is served at a table. I asked in what way could they say this was street food. They said, get out of my restaurant.
Is it true story?
True story, yeah. I thought I couldn't think of anything. I did happen to have a copy of my first book in my bag. More than one copy, actually. Since you're doing merchandise, I've dropped it on the floor.
Treat it with
and my
respect.
other book.
Soiled that one now, it's half price.
I'm not used to reading from this because when it came out I was doing loads of gigs, but I've memorised them all. I haven't done this one for ages. But this one works for Bearing Your Soul. And it also works with elements of the past as well, because it is a true story from the past. And I don't know if I can remember it, so I've got safety words. You were the prettiest girl in the cob. You said it yourself to the lad on the till when I was in the queue. You were just messing around, of course, flirting a little perhaps, but it was true. You asked me once, as you scanned my sausages, if the sun had gone down yet. I told you it hadn't and knew what it meant. That a couple of drinks in the pub wouldn't be your idea of fun. Then, one day you told me you'd got a new job and this was your final shift. It might have been your way of letting me know I had one last chance to ask. I don't think it would have worked out in the end, but sometimes I wonder. You were the prettiest girl in the cop, and wherever you are now, I bet you're the prettiest girl there too. Thanks.
Oh.
Right, I'll do the one that I was intending to do, which is the one that's definitely not on theme, ironically. Yeah, like most of my stuff, this one is a true story. I saw Prince Andrew in Pizza Express at the Metro Centre in Gateshead.
It's his favourite restaurant.
He had the Polo Forza with an extra topping of Kobe beef and oysters, and a side order of foie gras, lightly dusted with saffron, washed down with a bottle of Chateau d'Yquem. And for dessert, truffles rolled in the finest Italian chocolate. By the time he'd finished, he was sweating profusely. The waiter said it was on the house, on account of all he does for the country. I saw Prince Andrew in Pizza Express at Trinity Walk in Wakefield. He had the barbacoa with an extra topping of wealth accrued by exploiting the peasantry, and a side order of 10% of the county's annual produce, washed down with the tears of the widows of soldiers killed in the 100 Years' War. And for dessert, the Droit de Seigneur. By the time he'd finished, he was loudly asserting his family's divine right to rule. The waiter said it was on the house, and something unspecific about tourism. I saw Prince Andrew in Pizza Express at Teesside Park in Stockton. He had the sloppy Giuseppe.
Good choice.
It's a good choice. He had the sloppy Giuseppe with an extra topping of wealth plundered from Africa and the Indian subcontinent.
Yum.
You put me off a bit, you know. And a side order of confiscated gold from the dissolution of the monasteries, washed down with the blood of rebels executed during the Mau Mau uprising. And for dessert, strawberry ice cream. By the time he'd finished, he was arguing the unfairness of judging the current ruling class by the actions of its predecessors. The waitress charged him double. I think she was Argentinian. I don't like Prince Andrew or Pizza Express. I very rarely go there. That's why I remember it all so distinctly. Thank you, goodbye.